Right then guys, welcome back to the channel. A big bumper 3-game episode then today. Can we go and grab our first Serie A title as Roma manager? There's only one way to find out. Let's run that intro. Hello and welcome to episode 40 of the Roma Revolution. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode we have the final 3 games of the Serie A season against Benevento, Fiorentina and Lecce, and 3 wins would win us our first Serie A title as Roma manager, and that is because the form since you were last with me has been okay. We followed up that disappointing draw last time against AC Milan with another really frustrating draw against Empoli. A 92nd minute equaliser from Pedro saw us grab a draw from the jaws of defeat. It should have been well long gone as a win before then, but we just didn't take our chances. A slight tweak in the tactic has then seen us win 3 in a row. A good 2-0 victory over 6th place Napoli. Pedro with a couple there. Then another 2-0 victory over 9th place, I think they were, Bologna. Caio Jorge scoring the first. Pedro, another goal for him. And then a comeback win against Parma. We went down early. A really good goal, to be fair, by Roberto Inglese. But Pellegrini and Riccardi ensured victory was ours, and that has left us second in Serie A, but we now have a game in hand. Inter Milan and Juventus have both already played this weekend. Inter losing, Juventus only able to draw, and therefore a victory would see us go 2 points clear at the top of the table and 4 points clear of Juventus. This could be a massive game, and this could well be the game that, if we do win, might well win us the title, and it is only against 11th place Benevento. The team we are therefore looking to take to Benevento is this one. We've got Dragowski in goal, a back four of Donati, Mancini, Basile and Florenzi. Camavinga in behind Tonali and Riccardi in the midfield, with Thiago Almada in behind the main two, Pedro and Caio Jorge up front. Pellegrini missing once again. He is suspended. Tonali, hopefully a suitable replacement for him. But let's see if we can go and put a victory past Benevento. A tough away game. We have had our troubles previously against Benevento, but hopefully there won't be any today. In a run of form that has looked really good. We've played some really good football. We've started to dominate possession a little bit more, so hopefully we can do the same today. We're going to ask the boys to go and show the media that they have been right to back us up. As always, as you should well know by now, we're saying we've got faith in them as well. The assistant is off to the tunnel, and here we go. The biggest game potentially of our season so far. If we win, we're top of the league. If we draw, we're top of the league. That is massive that we've got that benefit of having a better record against Inter Milan. But the first highlight comes. Tonali with the ball in. It's headed away nicely, but only as far as Almada, who finds Tonali again. Can he put another ball in? He can. It's fallen to Pedro. And what an opportunity that would have been early on if we could have scored. But he's headed over, unfortunately. A goal that could have settled some nerves early on. We're going to ask for a bit of creativity, but we've got another highlight, have we? We haven't. It's a poor throw from Florenzi, but they've only hoofed it as far as Mancini, and the ball has worked its way out to Donati on the left, who finds Pedro again, and this time, 31st goal of the season, Pedro slots home, and are we seeing the start of our Serie A title 3-game episode finishing with a bang? Pedro has put the ball in the back of the net. It's a great goal. We're 1-0 up after 15 or so minutes. And could this be the game that clinches that title for us? It will put us 2 clear of Inter with 2 games to go. But we need to hold on. And hold on we need to do, of course. It's a great ball. Fratesi's in. He might well be offside. Or is it a goal? I think he's going to be called offside. It's a cracking ball. It's really unlucky for Benevento if it is called off. Calderola, oh, he's miles off. It's fine. It's a great ball over the top. We've played the offside line really well, and we stay 1 ahead. But a quick fire scare after the goal, and we really do need to make sure that we remain concentrated and put this game to bed as quickly as we can. 5 shots for us already, 3 on target. The only chance that Benevento have had so far is that offside effort, it would seem. We're just going to ask for a bit more creativity to see if we can carve out that second goal, and there's a throw for us on the left. Camavinga finds it with Mancini. It's now with Almada and Tonali. Donati over, or we've got this Florenzi on the right hand side. He's picked him out, has Camavinga. Is there a ball that Florenzi can play? It's Pedro again. He's not missing from there. It's 2-0 Roma, and this could be the victory that sends us top of the league, and we therefore just need to better Inter and Juventus in the last two games. It's a great ball from Florenzi. Pedro's never going to miss from there. Not when it's his 32nd goal of the season. He's come into form at the right time. Kaio George is partnering him nicely as well. Have we just peaked at the right time? We had a bit of a slip towards the end of April, but the May form is worthy of us being champions. And as we approach half-time, we've really put in a champion-worthy first half. It's Roma 2, Benevento 0, and we're going to just make sure that we tell the boys not to get complacent. We're going to say that we weren't bad, but we still believe you can do better. Can we go and put a couple more goals past them and just secure the victory? 2-0's okay, but I always get nervous if they score a goal because it could all change. It will be our 26th victory of the season as well. We've been really hot with previous seasons. We've had a lot of draws. I think this year, those games that we would have drawn a couple of years ago, we have just been able to carve out those slight wins, and we're looking to have another go here today. Florenzi's hit the post. He's worked himself into a great area. He's been in a couple of men. He's got his shot away, but it's cannoned back off the post. And it is now the resulting corner. Tonali looks for Kaio George at the back post. He's beaten to it, and there is no counter-attack on for Benevento. That, at the moment, going back to the winning and the drawing, is probably the difference, is the difference between us being top of this league and not Inter. As you can see, they've done what we've probably done in seasons gone by and have just had too many draws. 9 draws to our 5, a couple more wins for us. And that is why we're sitting atop of the league. A close chance there for Basia. And then the resulting corner almost fined Riccardi. But Almada is on it. It's to Basia again. But again, there is nothing coming of it. And we're really restricting Benevento well. They've only had the one shot in the game overall. And as time ticks on, we're going to look to make a couple of changes just to keep the fitness up for some of our key men. Riccardi being one of them. He can come off for Paredes. A great player to just have on the bench and be able to bring on. That's the only change we'll make for now. But with just over 20 minutes to go, can we see this one out? We're going to ask for a bit of passion just to grab maybe a goal that would just ease the nerves, definitely of myself, for us to be able to win the game. Inter and Juventus, from memory, haven't got tough games to come. The tough games are all out the way for us. The hardest fixture is probably ours against 9th place Fiorentina coming up. So we probably do have to win the remaining 2 games to stay ahead. But we've done just that here. And there is a free kick. Damsgaard, I think, is going to be sent off for the trip on Florenzi, is he? It looks like he might well be. He has. Damsgaard sent off. That could well be the determining factor in the victory. We're just going to make the last couple of changes. Camavinga, who's been key for us all year, he's going to come off so he can play the last couple of games. Cristante on for him, and I think the last sub, Florenzi, has always struggled for a bit of fitness. His age is just creeping up with him now, but we've got young David Bua to come on that right hand side for 10 minutes or so, and 2-0 up with 10 men to Benevento. I think this will be a victory for us and a massive step towards that Serie A title. 2 games to go, 2 points clear. It would be a bit of a bottle job now, wouldn't it, if we did chuck it away, and hopefully we don't bottle it at all. But we approach the final 5 or so minutes. I'm imagining there's going to be 3 or so added on. 4 minutes of added time then. We're into them. There's not been much happening in this second half, but with a 2-0 lead from the first half, I really don't mind that as we edge towards the full-time whistle. And there it is. Roma 2, Benevento 0. The result that sends us back to the top of Serie A. There's 2 massive games to come. The first of which is Fiorentina. And I'll see you for that one in a second. Okay then folks, a couple of changes for the Fiorentina game. Victor Malejo is in, Pedro is out with blisters, so he will miss this game. But key man Lorenzo Pellegrini, he's back from suspension, so he comes in for Tonali. Juventus only able to draw. Inter Milan won 6-0, so a draw would put us back top of the league. A win by 2 points but if we can pick anything up but a loss, then that sees Juventus out of the title race. So it looks like it's going to be between us and Inter going to that final day. Hopefully we can go in with the advantage, but we need to pick up the victory here today. Inter obviously setting the mark with their 6-0 victory. Can we go and follow up with a good victory of our own? We're going to ask for us to keep this run of form going. As always, we have got the faith in the boys. The assistant is off to the tunnel, and here we go. A massive game. They're all big now with this final 3 games that we've come to see, but if we can pick up a win in this one, it gives us a massive bonus going into that last day. It does mean we could draw the final game of the season, and because of our head-to-head record over Inter, we would be champions. And I feel like that could be something that works in our favour, but we've got to get past a tough Fiorentina team first. So not much of the first 15 minutes, so we're going to ask for a little bit of creativity. We've dominated proceedings, but we haven't seen any of those 5 shots that we've had, so they clearly haven't been that meaningful so far. As I said, a draw will see Juventus out of the title race, but the victory is what we want. And here's a chance for us to grab the goal early on, and it's Caio Jorge. In absence of his mate Pedro, he steps up to score the goal. A great ball in from Pellegrini. George is there at the back post to head home. And is that the goal that sees us champions and making that last day a little bit easier? We're not sure yet. We've still got a long way to go, and there is a chance immediately after the goal. Ghana on the ball for them. It's come to Bernard in the middle. He finds Lucas Moura on the right, but he's gone all the way back to Milinkovic, and if we could just step up and press, we might have a chance to win this ball back high up the field. Bernard's still on it. Back to Milinkovic. Almada does exactly that. He sends Caio Jorge through. Can he score? It's a great save by Berkey, and that could have been a goal that so early on might well have put the game beyond Fiorentina. Can we grab it from the corner? George there again. He's really stepping up with Pedro out. He's had some really good chances in the early proceedings. He's taken one. Should he have taken another there? Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us, but a really good first half an hour. We've got the goal we needed. We just need to hold on now for the rest of the game. Another goal would make it a little bit more comfortable for us, but who knows? Can we grab it here? Riccardi at the front post. He heads over. We're having some really good success from corners. I think Pellegrini's delivery are helping with that. But there is a highlight again. Berkey finds Orsic in loads of space on the left. He's going to take on Florenzi as he doesn't. And instead, Donati picks the ball off and finds Almada. He finds a really poor ball, but Riccardi is able to gather. And we can go again. Florenzi is found by Camavinga. He takes on his man. Can he get the ball across? It's Caio Jorge again! How many chances is he going to miss? I know he's taken one, but he could well have had a hat-trick by now. And as I said before, is that going to be a really big miss, those 3 goals? But Donati, Malejo this time. Berkey makes another great save. He's having a hell of a time in the goal. He is their best rated player so far, and you can see why. 16 shots for us, 9 on target. Only the 1 goal. Is this the second? It's found its way in somehow. Nikola Milenkovic, thank you very much, sir. An own goal from him. And it's now Roma 2, Fiorentina 0. Malejo getting a touch on it. Riccardi with the initial header, I think. It's scrambled about, but just before half-time we've grabbed the second, and that might well make my half-time tea talk a little easier unless they go and bounce back now. They were close. Pezea heads over, and we do need to just remain switched on. It's going to be the normal team talk in a situation like this. Don't get complacent. We're always going to tell the boys that we've got faith in them, and we do believe that they've got what it takes to come out with a victory in this game and a big, big second half towards the Serie A title. Pellegrini with another free kick. He swings it in. Caio Jorge. No, it's not. It's Mancini. It looks like they were all trying to line up to score it at the back post. Mancini scores it for this time. Just after half time, we make it 3. And is that the goal that secures the victory? It should be, but we can't count our eggs before they've hatched. And let's see if we're going to be able to hold on to this lead. Something that we have been poor with in the past few seasons is chucking away leads like this. But hopefully that isn't the story today, as we've got another chance. Camavinga finds Donati. Back to Camavinga. Pellegrini. He's got options ahead of him, but it looks like he's trying to go alone. He's found Donati on the left as Camavinga. Kayo George for a second. It's well blocked by Pezea, who's done some really good defending at the back there. But can we grab something from the corner? Pellegrini, Malejo, he's a bit short to be winning the headers at the back post. But Camavinga plays it to Basia, and that is the highlight. Manuel Donati, just a note on him, his first full season, obviously in a Roma shirt, and he has been really good. He's provided some excellent competition to Juan Miranda, who's obviously been here on loan, and it'll be interesting to see who's played more games as Donati makes a run forward. It's bobbled about, and Berkey has had to make a save. Just as we were talking about how good he's played, he shows us again why he's one for the future here at Roma. As we approach the hour mark, it's been a really solid performance. 24 shots, 14 on target, dominated the possession. Fiorentina haven't had a look in, and this is really a performance that is worthy of us being champions. We've looked really good in the last couple of games, but it isn't over yet. There will be still one to play, of course, and if we lose that one, then the hard work will be lost, especially if Inter Milan obviously win their game. Donati, who obviously have been talking about, he's just struggling for a bit of fitness, so Miranda can come on for him, and we'll also bring Malejo off. We'll just give Patrick Schick a game next to Kayo George up front just for 20 or so minutes. The final change will probably come in that midfield depending on who is struggling in there. Perhaps Pellegrini, he is a key player for us, and we can't see him get injured. But we've got a chance on this right through Basia, who again has been a really good signing for us. Almada out to Juan Miranda on the left, finds Riccardi. Riccardi puts it home. Roma 4, Fiorentina 0, and that now is surely the victory. His 8th goal of the season, another Roma youth graduate, and he scored another cracking goal. Almada sprays it wide. Miranda with the ball in. Riccardi's there. Easy header, free header into the bottom corner. And it's actually time, probably he's the one that's struggling for fitness, so he can come off. We'll see Tonali once again come on. Him and Pellegrini can switch over in the middle, and this can be the lineup for the last 20 minutes or so, as there is a chance for Fiorentina. We've given them a corner, well defended by Florenzi. Bernat, there's going to be, is anything going to come of it? It's not. I think it was just one of those highlights we see when we're going to make a change, but a really good performance. One that has probably eased the nerves a little bit, certainly for myself going into this final game, knowing that a draw will do. And for that reason, we're going to drop a little bit of praise on the boys and just tell them that they've done well in the game. 2 points clear then of Inter, 6 of Juventus. They're now out of the running for the title. It's a straight knockout between us and Inter on the last day. We have Lecce, who are currently 16th. Are they playing for anything? They're not. And that also might well work in our favour. Inter, I think, as well, do have a team lower in the pecking order. But another chance for us. Can we make it 5 and round off what has been an excellent performance? Florenzi, Schick at the front post. Berkey, who has made some good saves. He's been unlucky to concede 4. Makes another good save there from a good header. And he's found Vlahovic straight away with his ball out. Drakowski now, who's probably not had much to do. He's switched on for the save there, though. He makes a cracking save. And it is a corner to Fiorentina. Vlahovic in the middle. Free header. He should really have buried that, but it's gone over. A late scare, it wasn't going to affect the result, but a clean sheet is always nice as well. The 3 minutes of added time is up. It's another victory, 4-0 this time over Fiorentina. It means a point will do in the final game of the season, and I'll see you for that one, and hopefully the lifting of the Serie A title. Then, folks, last game of the season. A draw will win us the title. Pedro is back. He is the only change from the last game. Florenzi is playing on injections, but it was too big a game for him not to play with his recent form. Can we do it? Will we see Roma as Serie A champions for the first time since 2001 come the end of this game? A few goodbyes to say at the end of the video as well. Ramos retiring. Zaniolo obviously has agreed a contract elsewhere, as has Cristante. So it is a few farewells to be said, but the main thing we're looking to do is to go out and beat Lech and win this Serie A title. Can we do it? We've been close for the last few seasons. We've not quite got there, but this feels like a chance that we need to take. Only 1 point. Let's go out there and grab it. We've got faith in you as always, boys. Can you do it? I'm nervous. I'm sure the boys are nervous as well. But this is the biggest game we've probably had so far. Obviously, the Champions League final was one I wasn't expecting to get to so soon. I felt we'd have more chances as that, but this is probably the best chance we're going to have at winning the title. And there's an early chance with a ball in from Pellegrini. The game has stopped. Are we going to be given a penalty early on? I think we have. And up steps Thiago Almada with a chance to put us 1-0 up after 5 or so minutes. Can he take it? He can! Roma 1, Lech 0. 5 minutes in, Thiago Almada, the Champions League hero of last season, he slotted home a penalty in the last game of the Serie A season, and now all we need to do is hold on and we will be champions. It's a really good nerve settler early on, a really well taken penalty as well. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think there was probably a push from the corner. Inter only drawing with Benevento, a team we obviously saw a couple of games ago. We were able to beat them. I'm sure Inter will do the same. But we're just going to ask for a bit of creativity. I feel a second might well be the title winning goal. Obviously, when it's only 1-0, there are more chances for Lech to have in the game. Lukaku has missed a penalty for Inter Milan, so maybe they're bottling their game a little bit. But half an hour have gone. The only chance we've seen is the penalty, but we don't mind that now. But here maybe is another one. The injured or slightly knocked Florenzi on the right. It's found Pedro from Camavinga. It's back to Camavinga again. Is he going to have a pop? No, he's found Pellegrini. Almada on the edge of the area. He's found Donati in acres of room. There's a ball across the front if he wants it. Caio Jorge, what a save! Gabriel getting across to make a save. It's unbelievable from the goalie, but there is a corner. Pellegrini, it's awful. It's not beating the first man. He's got a chance to cross it again, though, and it's going to be another corner. I thought that was destined to be 2. Gabriel jumping across his goal to make a cracking save. Another poor ball in from Pellegrini, and that is the highlight over. Caio Jorge probably was running off celebrating that one. But somehow the keeper has kept it out. Another corner. Better ball this time. Camavinga, who barely scores at all. He's nodded just over. We've done really well again in this first half. 13 shots, 6 on target. We're looking good for the title at the moment. There's just over 45 minutes of league football left to play. And we have a free kick. It's Basia! Oh, the amount of times we've seen him score from free kicks this year alongside Mancini, but he can't quite convert it there. And it looks like we're going to go into half-time at 1-0 Roma. But there might well be a couple of injuries knocking about the team. And there is. And most importantly, it's to our main man, Lorenzo Pellegrini. We'll do the team talk. We've got to guard against complacency now. This is the position we're in. We need to go and win this league title. And it's going to be without Lorenzo Pellegrini. Sandro Tonali is going to come on for him. And hopefully he can perform as well as he has done in the last few seasons. And just put in 45 minutes that see us win this league title. We're going to ask for a bit of passion as well to begin the half. And Almada is over the free kick. He shoots! Almada, who scored the penalty in the first half, has a free kick from distance in the second. It's only just wide. But what an effort that was. Tonali, the first we've seen of him. Donati on the left. He's got options inside him. Caio Jorge, Gabriel with another save. A double save! Oh, if it wasn't for Gabriel at the moment, I feel like we'd be 2 or 3 clear. But he is keeping Lech in this game. A poor ball in, and there's a chance for them to break as well. Cabezas flying clear, but Camavinga gets back. And what excellent work from him in that defensive midfield role. Inter now ahead. Oxlade-Chamberlain, the old Liverpool man, has scored for them. So at the moment, we're winning by 2 points. A goal for Lech would make a really interesting last half an hour. But we just need to hold on. Half an hour to go. Everyone playing okay. We're going to ask for a bit of creativity. I feel the second goal secures the league for us. I said it early on in the first half, but we haven't quite been able to bag it yet. Camavinga on the ball then in the middle. Almada with room to run into. And Florenzi and acres of space on the right. But he's found Riccardi instead, who surges towards the area. Has a shot. It's wide. Maybe we should have just played it one extra and got a cross in from the byline from Florenzi. But we're looking good going forward still. We've only let Lech have 3 shots, one of which is on target. But Dragowski just needs to keep concentrated in case a chance comes their way. We're going to bring Kaio George off. He's the one struggling at the moment. We're going to get Victor Malejo on for him. Him and Pedro can switch over up top as well. And we'll just have a look at them together for the last 20 minutes or so. We've still got one substitution up our sleeve if we need it. But with 20 minutes to go, it would be a dramatic turn of events. But we've not seen much of the game so far, and you never know what can happen with Football Manager. We need some passion to finish. Florenzi to Camavinga to Almada. Is this the chance that we need? Donati on the left-hand side. He's got a chance to take his man on, but he's lost it. And there's a chance for Lech through Cabezas to break away. They found Krejci on the left, but Florenzi steps in and does really well. That's why he was given the injection and is playing. Riccardi, Gabriel with another save. Riccardi again makes another poor decision when he gets into the area. He had men inside him, but he went alone. It's not nestled in the back of the net, but if they score 2, we lose the title now. Vinicius Jr. makes it 2 for Inter with 4 minutes to go. The title looks like it might well be ours, but just to shore things up, Riccardi struggling in the middle. Paredes is going to come on for him for his final 5 minutes or so of the season. They haven't had the chances to surely turn this around now, but you never know what can happen. We've lost leads from here before. But 3 minutes left to go. Time ticks on. Are we going to be crowned the champions of Serie A? It looks like we're going to be. The game ticks by. There's 5 minutes added on in the end, and we have done it. We are the champions. Serie A is ours. It's taken us 4 seasons to get there, but we have finally been able to win it. We've been oh so close before, but a Thiago Almada penalty, the man of the moment last year in the Champions League final. He's the man of the moment again this year for the final game of the league season. And what a relief that we've done it. A really big final 3 games, 3 massive wins. And of course, we're going to passionately tell the boys that we're proud of them. And we've done what we set out to do at the start of the series. We've now won Serie A. We're back on top of Italian football. We've won the Champions League. But what I think I'm going to do, there's one more season in this Roma team. Can we go and win both of them in the same season? You never know. There's a big summer ahead, but that will be the next episode. The start of our final season as Roma manager. The 5th season will be in charge, and the aim is to win both Serie A and, of course, the Champions League. We've got a title to defend now. We've got some unfinished business in the Champions League. Can we do it? We'll find out in the next episodes. But I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And if you have, please leave a like down below for me. Surely we can get 15 likes for the Serie A title win. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content. And thank you all for coming along and watching.